writer, so you're the mastermind.
I am.
How did you come up with this?
Well, I came up with the idea of making the film about the Illuminati over a bottle of bourbon with Josef Wages, who wrote the book Secret School of Wisdom. It was a translation of the Illuminati's rituals for the first time from Old Bavarian German into English. And I met Josef through Adam Kendall, who is one of the greatest Masonic and fraternal historians of our time. So we got together, we drank a bottle of bourbon, and I said, hey, you know, I just finished this documentary on Freemasonry. Why don't we do one on the Illuminati on your book? And the story evolved from just the rituals and degrees of the book to the story about the founder, which was Adam Weishaupt, and how his life is reflected, his ebb and flows, his love, his joy, his hurt, his pain, all these different things in his life as a human being are reflected in his degrees and his secret society that he created. So it's a very human story.
So the audience, what do you want them to take away after seeing this?
I want them to take away the idea that be open-minded, and there's a really brilliant thing I heard from Arturo de Hoyos, who's he works at the Supreme Council of the 33rd degree for Scottish Rite Freemasonry in Washington, D.C. And the idea that to be passionate about being dispassionate about things, meaning that you may have preconceived notions about certain things, but go into it with an open mind, dig as far as you can into the primary sources of the material of what you're trying to find, and find the truth about it. And you might be enlightened by what you find and be illuminated.
Okay, so social media. How do we keep track of you and the film and everything?
Sure. So on Instagram, I'm at JohnnyRoyal1, and the film is IlluminatedMovie.com, and our banner, our production house, is PretorianMotionPictures.com.
Well, best of luck to you and enjoy your evening.
Thank you so much.
Yes, hi, I'm Bryan Godwin. I was the visual effects supervisor. I helped Johnny with the planning of all the effects, and we also contributed to title design on the show. So fortunately, Johnny's an amazing filmmaker. He didn't need very much in the digital arena, and that was part of what we talked through and tried to find ways to keep everything beautifully in camera.
Okay, so for cinematography, that's tough, though, to keep that line going, isn't it?
Yeah, no, it was, and I think the result was fantastic, and the film looks beautiful, and I was glad to contribute in some level.
So I'm assuming you've not only seen the movie, you've seen it several times.
I've seen only parts of it. I've actually never seen it all the way through, so tonight will be a little bit of a surprise.
So what are you hoping to see tonight?
Well, I'm just looking forward to seeing how he tells the story. I'm an amateur historian myself, and have a huge interest in this particular topic with the Illuminati historically, so I'm curious to see what aspects he touches on and what he doesn't.
Okay, so my audience can keep track of you. What's your social media?
Oh, Freemason Lifestyle on Instagram, and Freemason Lifestyle on Facebook, and FreemasonLifestyle.com.
Across the board.
Yeah, exactly.
Thank you so much. You have a good evening.
Thanks so much. You too. Thank you for your time.
What did you do as an associate producer on this show?
I helped organize all the flights to Germany and all the rental of the film equipment and getting our cinematographer over to Germany, and also watching the production house while they were off in Germany.
Okay, so have you seen the film yet?
Yes, I have.
What do you think the audience is going to take away from it?
I think they're going to be very surprised. The production value is so top-notch. It's not some just cheesy conspiracy theory. Like, it's very heavily researched. Johnny went to Bavaria and actually held the original documents that the originators created the Brotherhood in.
Wow, that's fascinating. So, if people want to keep track of you, do you have social media?
I have Instagram. It's Martin Scott, P as in Paul, and my Facebook is Martin Scott Pierron.
Thank you so much. You have a good evening.
You too.
Okay, so we are here with Josef. He's the executive producer. How did you get that job?
Well, it's interesting because what I ended up doing was transcribing and translating all the original Illuminati rituals, all 20,000 pages from this thing called the Schwedenkiste, and it's the basis of the this book. And so my role as the executive producer was to basically recreate faithfully the historical rituals using period clothing in the exact locations and doing it. So what you're seeing here in this film is you're seeing a perfect recreation of what the actual rituals look like.
So how long did that take?
Well, it took us the better part of 5 years to do it, and most of the text is written like in the old German Courant text, so like it's really hard to read. And the harder thing is it's in the 18th century Bavarian dialect of German, in addition to Latin and French and so forth. And so really the big deal was to translate all these materials and then to put it into English. And we've now got it in French and English, and the original German's coming. You know, I've been to like all the different archives in Europe. I'm friends with all the grand archivists of all these different places, and they're happy to share this information. So, like, if you're really interested in these kind of topics, that's what I write on. So.
Oh, wow. So do you have social media if we want to get your expertise?
Absolutely. You can find me anywhere on Facebook. You can buy all my books. I've got several of them on Amazon. You know, just look me up. I'm out there.
All right. Thank you so much. You have a good evening.
You do the same. Thank you.
All right. Dan.
Yes.
How did you hear about this?
Well, I've been friends with Johnny for a number of years, and I know he's been working on this for a number of years, and he invited me along. I'm very, very curious because I don't know too much about it, which is why I'm excited to actually come across and see how everything goes. And he's a good friend of mine, so I'm very much looking forward to supporting him. And I think it's going to be very good. It's getting great reviews, which is great. So
yeah, I think they're about telling the truth, correct?
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Because there's all this misinformation about, you know, the Illuminati and all that sort of stuff, and then the Masons and things like that. And I think this is going to shine a pleasant light on everything and tell the truth about it all, which is why I think people should watch it. Definitely.
Okay. So how about this? Tell me what you're up to.
What am I up to? Just finished a TV series called Pandora on CW. Yeah. And I've got a couple of projects in the works. Can't really talk about them right now, but...
oh, you could give me exclusive.
I can't. Not.
Come on.
I'll get in trouble. I've signed agreements and things like that. I can't do anything like that. But some really exciting stuff coming up, so I'm really looking forward to it. Yeah.
Okay, so we can follow you and my audience can keep track of you. What's your social media?
Yes, definitely. My Instagram is the Dan Feuerriegel. Twitter is @DG That's FEUERRIEGEL. And my Facebook is Dan Feuerriegel with a little blue tick. They've all got little blue ticks, so you know it's me.
So you're official?
Yes, I'm official. I'm official in the social media universe, so yes.
Okay, thank you so much. Enjoy the film.
Thank you very much. It's been a pleasure. Thank you.
So, Rachele, you are here to support Johnny in his film today.
Absolutely, yes. Johnny Royal and I did a commercial for PV Electronics a few years ago. You guys can check that out on YouTube. It's Royale, PV Electronics. Johnny is such an amazing director-producer, and Illuminated is going to be an exciting film to watch. Being in the music industry, we hear a lot of rumors about the Illuminati, so it'll be interesting to see his perspective on it.
Okay, you have a spell book. Show it up here. And just so people didn't think I was making it up. So what's that about?
This is my book of spells, darling. I love the metaphysical world. I love the spirit world. I lost my mother in 2009, and she's come to me so many times in my dreams. I'm an empathic person. I'm very spiritually connected. So I love the magic of knowing how connected human beings can be to the metaphysical plane.
That's really good. So if people want to keep track of you, what's your social media?
Instagram is Royale Music. Spotify, Apple Music, Tidal, YouTube, Royale.
You want to give us a little sample of your singing?
I'm ready for the letdown. Why don't you just go out and tear my heart out?
Oh, I like that. That's very, very nice.
Thank you.
Best of luck to you, and enjoy the evening.
Thank you very much.
All right, we're here with Alex.
Solowitz.
And he's here to support.
I'm here to support.
I'm assuming the truth, because this is supposed to be the truth.
I'm hoping, yeah. I'd like to find out what it's all about.
So how did you hear about it besides in the candy shop?
Martin, one of the associate producers, got in touch with me and asked me if I'd like to come down and do the 7 repeat. And I was like, yeah, and told me about the project, and I was like, for sure.
Okay, so what else are you working on then?
I have Veronica Mars out on Hulu right now for the 4th season, our last season, and then I do Last Man Standing on Fox, and I got the series premiere of Magnum P.I., and then the next movie I have coming out is Call of the Wild with Harrison Ford in February. Yeah.
That sounds good.
It's been a good year. I've been blessed. Yeah.
All right, so tell everybody how they keep track of you, social media.
Social media, Instagram is at Solowitz, and my Facebook is Alex Solowitz, but everything else is Solowitz. Or you can just look up my name, Alex Solowitz, Solowitz.
Oh, thank you for that. They'll need that. That's not an easy one on Instagram.
Right?
Well, thank you so much. Enjoy the film.
Thank you very much. I will.
Okay, Stephen, so what did you do on this film?
I acted as an extra on some of the ritual.
You were an extra and participant in the ritual. Okay. Are you a member of Mason?
Yes, I'm a Freemason.
Okay, so did you know John? Seems like everybody knew John.
Absolutely, yeah. I met Johnny a couple years ago after moving to LA. He's been pretty influential in my life ever since, and glad to have worked on this with him.
Well, that's good. So, have you seen it yet?
I have not. I actually waited to see it tonight for the first time in the premiere. I'm pretty excited.
What do you hope to see?
Well, I hope to see a beautiful cinematic experience mixed with a lot of interesting perspective and truth to bring to light a lot of darkness on a very beautiful organization.
That sounds interesting, but it's a truth telling you're looking forward to.
Absolutely.
Okay. So, do you have any social media so we can keep track of you?
I have an Instagram. It's Steve Liebs. Other than that, I'm kind of off the grid a little bit.
Okay, well, you have a good evening now.
Thank you so much.
Okay, so were you an actor in this film, or were you interviewed in this film?
It's talent, and we use that loosely. I was an actor. Yeah, I was an actor. Yeah.
And how did you get involved in it?
Well, I'm part of this fraternity, Freemasons, California Freemason, and I'm a Master Mason in Santa Monica. And so my buddy Johnny Royal was the writer-director of this film, and he asked me to come on board. So.
Oh, that's great. Did you learn anything from this project?
You know, I haven't yet because I haven't seen the movie yet. So, but on set, and going, being directed and going through some of the ritual stuff, definitely learned just how long of a tradition what we're doing is, and actually has some roots in the Illuminati, which, I don't know how I feel about that yet, but I'm going to wait and see.
Okay, so what do you think the audience will take away from this?
I think it's going to be one of those really great documentaries where you walk away thinking like, I never knew exactly anything about anything. Yeah.
Okay, so if my audience wants to keep track of you or the project or whatever you got, what's your social media?
Well, I'm Charlie Guillen on Facebook, and I think I'm like Garls007 on Twitter, and whatever else. But you can find me on IMDb. I'm Charlie Guillen, #1. There are like 3, so yeah.
Okay, great. Well, you have a good evening. So how did you get involved in this project?
I've known Johnny for years, and he asked me to come down for an interview. And
now, when they interview you, what do they interview you about?
well, my field is mainly the Golden Dawn system of magic and the Crowleyan school, and also Jack Parsons, so that strain of occultism. So, and about how that relates to the Illuminati, because these are secret orders as well, some of them.
Did you know anything about it before you did the interview?
About what? Yeah, I've been aware for a long time.
I think it's fascinating. So.
Yeah, it's really interesting, yeah, and I think they got a lot of good stuff, so I'm really interested.
Have you seen the film yet?
No, I haven't.
Oh, so it's your first time tonight?
Yeah.
Okay, so if my audience wants to keep track of you, do you have any social media?
Yeah, Bryan Butler 11 on Instagram, and my website, bryanbutler.com, BRIAN.
So how did you get into this part?
My position in Freemasonry, as I serve as a Grand Lodge inspector, so I'm part of the statewide governing body of the Freemasons, and I came in with an explanation on its connection to the Illuminati.
Oh, I got that. Okay, so what do you think the audience should come away from with this film?
To do due diligence and finding out the truth. There's a lot of misinformation online in an age of internet, and it's really about unraveling the reality of the history of the Illuminati and its connection with Freemasonry.
Oh, I like that. That's actually really good. So it's an education as well.
It's definitely an education, absolutely. There's a lot of curiosity about this. Some of the biggest conspiracies revolve around the Illuminati and the Masons, And it's important that documentaries like this come out to expose what the truth is behind those things.
Yeah, I agree. I think they could do that on a lot of stuff.
That's accurate, absolutely.
Okay, so your social media, how can people keep track of you or find out more information?
Yeah, absolutely. Instagram is Eric, ERIC _ Bertolli. It's BERTOLLI. And Facebook under the same name.
Well, thank you so much. You have a good evening.
You as well. Thank you very much.
So we're here with Julian, and you're here supporting our film today, correct? How did you hear about it? You knew the producers?
Yeah, I know the producers of the event, Martin Pierron, and then the entire team, Johnny Royale, and then I was pleased to hear that the premiere is going to be here tonight, and I'm happy to attend. Model, actor, entrepreneur, and filmmaker myself, and I'm impressed with the content, and I'm impressed that this is happening.
Well, you haven't seen it yet, have you?
I've seen the trailer, but I have not seen the film yet.
Yeah, it looks kind of cool, huh?
Yes, I look forward to seeing it. It's like it's a mystery waiting to unravel.
If my audience wants to keep track of you, what's your Instagram or social, whatever?
People can follow me on Julian Jordon 01 on Instagram and Julian Jordon on social media.
Thank you so much, and enjoy your evening.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Okay, June, you're not in this film, correct?
I am not in this film.
But you're supporting this film, correct?
I am here to learn more about the Illuminati. Wouldn't you want to know more?
I kind of do.
Right? Yeah. I know nothing, so I'm very curious to learn more.
It is kind of, yeah, it's kind of been a mystery up till now.
Yes. Well, faith is a very big part of my life, so I'm very just interested to see what this film is all about.
You look a little nervous about it.
I mean, I've heard some things about it. I mean, not about the movie. I'm sure the movie's amazing, but just about the Illuminati, and again, yes, very curious.
Me too, me too. Okay, so we know you're an actress. What are you up to?
I am working on a comedy feature right now. Yes, it's all about self-improvement and about self-actualization. It's a comedy. I don't know if I'm allowed to talk about it.
Oh, it's just us.
Yeah, okay, if it's just us. It's called Reboot Camp. Yes, and it's about a guru. I hope all of you guys watch it and check it out.
All right, so give me your social media so we can keep track of you.
My social media is Amaze June Lee, AMAZ, no E, June, JUNELEE.
Thank you so much. Enjoy it.
So much. I'll see you inside.
I am with Richard Lay. He is the gentleman psychic, and he is here to support this film, correct?
Absolutely, I am.
And how did you hear about it?
Through a friend who was working on the film. I just wanted to come and support. Really, that's all I wanted to get out of it, and it was so lovely to reconnect with some of my very dear friends.
Okay, and what are you up to lately?
I am the gentleman psychic, as you said, and I conduct seances and do tarot readings from my Victorian home in Pasadena.
Oh, ooh, is that home haunted?
It's very haunted. It's very haunted. I can't talk about it, but there's something coming up, and it's a very haunted house.
Okay, so tell me how we keep track of you so we can see when that comes up.
You can find me on any social media using my full name, Richard Lael Lillard, and you can also find me on my website, thegentlemanpsychic.com.
Thank you so much, and enjoy your evening.
Thank you, my pleasure. Thank you so much.
Okay, so we're here with Brent, and he's here to support the film. How did you hear about it?
So Johnny, the director, is a dear close friend and a brother, and, you know, you support your friends, right? So here I am.
So have you been hearing about this for 5 years?
I've been hearing about it for a few years. I don't know if it's been 5 years, but definitely the last couple years. Johnny's been super excited about it. I know he's poured all his own money and his heart and his soul into it. And, you know, you want it to be great. You want your friends to be successful, and so I'm really happy.
And you can't beat the venue.
No, he's in a great venue, and you know what? To do anything in this world, to make a movie in this world, is a miracle. So my hat's off to him, because a lot of people say, I'm going to do this, and they don't do anything. And he said, I'm going to do this, and he ended up making a movie, and it's locked, and he's showing us a movie tonight. So I'm super proud of him.
Well, thank you so much, and have a good evening.
You too.
Okay, we're here with Tyler, and you're here to support the show. How did you hear about it?
Well, I've just got a bunch of friends that were involved, and they came to my film premiere last week and invited me to this.
Okay, so I'll ask you about your film premiere in a minute. Okay, so what are you hoping to see here tonight?
Well, I mean, I'm really into documentaries and any kind of conspiracy theories and all that stuff, so I'm excited to see it.
Yeah, this is like a fact buster. I mean,
Yeah, I'm really excited.
Yeah, it sounds cool. All right, so go ahead. Tell me about your premiere. What are you working on?
I just had a film premiere called Blind. It's by Marcel Waltz, the director. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. It's so we had an LA premiere, and then right now we're probably going to run it in the festival circuits.
And what was your position there?
I was the lead male in it.
Oh, okay. Well, that's no small feat.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, so why don't you give me your social media and stuff so we can keep track of you?
Sure. Instagram, it's at actor_Tyler_G.
Thank you so much. Enjoy the film.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
I'm so excited about the movie tonight because I really believe if what they're going to do is say that Jesus Christ was married to Mary Magdalene and had 3 kids. He was my grandfather.
Okay, you sucked me in on that one. All right, guys, give me your social media.
Hey. I'm at Dr. Jimmy Starr on everything, DrJimmystar, and he's at Ron Russell Show on everything.
Yeah, and come and watch us on Wednesdays from
12 to 2 p.m. Pacific time, W4CY.com.
We have major movie stars, and I don't even ask them the bullshit questions. I say to them like one guy, I said, listen, you're gorgeous, you have a cookbook, you do everything, I bet you got a small penis. And he whipped it out.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to let you guys go. I got to share you with the world.
Okay, goodbye, baby.
We are with Patti, and you are a ghost investigator.
Yes, I am. I'm often on a show called Ghost Adventures on Travel Channel, and I work a lot of other shows as well. I'm kind of brought in as an expert, as a psychic, as a medium, as a witch to help kind of figure out what's going on and where. Yeah.
So what's your tie to this project?
On this project, I am just going to be a first-time watcher. Again, I work in the light of dark and shadow, and where there is dark, there has to be light. And I personally, my whole message is about empowerment. I think people have given away their power to anger, to fear, to confusion, to people, to society. And anything that helps us as humans to bring our power back, yay.
Well, thank you. Now, if people want to keep track of you and see your show, what's your social media?
It is Patti Negri. Patti Negri on Facebook, Patti Negri Psychic Medium on Facebook, Patti.Negri on Instagram, at Patti Negri Twitter, and my website is pattinegri.com, PATTINEGRI. Please like me, follow me. It's what you do.
Thank you. Enjoy your evening.
Thank you so much. You too.
So stay tuned to major film events because you never know where you will catch us next.